every part of you, from the start of you until the end of time. But that was when we used to pretend that I loved you so, but I let you go. Now here we go again, and now you're burning like an oil fire inside. You're shaking to the core of the fire. You lie where, wake up alone, sweat all over your body. Won't you look at the world around you? Burning like an oil fire inside. You're shaking to the core of the fire. You lie where, wake up alone, sweat all over your body. Won't you look at the world around you?
Neil and Adam from St. Louis. I keep mentioning St. Louis because when I debuted them, I was a dork and said they were from Kansas City. I had the right state, wrong city. Neil and Adam from St. Louis, Missouri. Is it St. Louis or St. Louis? Does it make any difference? I don't think it does. Before them, Patrick Talbot and Ghostly Beard with Blue off his soon-to-be-released, what's today, the 12th? I think we're like 9 days away from the release of his new album, Invisible. Those of us that listen here recognize that the album stylistically is about 180 degrees from his first album, his Ghostly Beard, and it's full of great stuff. So I'm pretty sure it's October 21st. New Ghostly Beard album, Invisible, comes out. Start standing in line now, you know. You'll stand in line for a damn iPhone and sleep in the rain and under a blanket and all that. The new album's going to be way better than an iPhone. Guarantee you that. And, of course, before that, I mentioned, St. Luke's Drifters as having ownership of the number one spot for a while, like over a year pretty much. When they get motivated, they can take that number one spot in a heartbeat. But I started off that set with somebody else who can do that too, who's Ducky Medlock with Lamppost. All right. Not quite ready for new Tammany yet. I'm going to tease it a little bit. Not much longer. I promise. Well, maybe I promise. Here's Chris Watkins and Drunk Poets.
Take your chances, baby, with the disciples and their ilk, doing cartwheels under the overpass, setting fire to the liquor store.
Everybody wants to fall to pieces. Everybody wants to fall to pieces. Everybody wants to fall to pieces like a cheerleader in love.
Killing time in the underground, breaking out of the bank, on the railroad tracks, Steve McQueen in the Great Escape.
Everybody wants to fall to pieces. Everybody wants to fall to pieces. Everybody wants to fall to pieces like a cheerleader in love. Wants to fall to pieces. Everybody wants to fall to pieces. Everybody wants to fall to pieces.
rows and rows of hanging clothes, 2 cups of tea with your pretty nose. You change your hair, still look the same. I close my eyes and you turn away. Something in that smile says you've changed. Those big brown eyes seem further away. What happens when love goes lame? You screw it all up and start over again. You box it all up and you throw it away. So on and on this story goes, page by page, toe to toe. I change my style, but still feel the same. You close your eyes and start running away. When half of the world falls away, you find empty things to fill out your day. And even the stars can fade. You switch it all off and you stare into space. You box it all up and you throw it away. So all in all, it's just a play as we stand here in the rain. You bring back that lonely smile as we stare at the empty sky.
Hashtag Puss Puss Power, the Puss Puss Band, and before that, Chris Watkins and Drunk Poets with Cheerleader in Love. Time for some shout outs. First, I want to shout out over on the web chat. I want to welcome Thomas, and I want to thank Rick and Fitty for keeping him entertained, because my multitasking skills are, well, they're non-existent. That's the only way to describe it, non-existent. And then over in Spreaker chat, we've got Fitty over there too. She can multitask. And Rose, I've seen Carney in and out. Rick's there as well. He can obviously multitask too. I must just be the special one of the bunch. I've seen Titus. Welcome, Titus. Ooh, and the beard is now in the house. Welcome, Patrick. The Rose of Music Mafia Radio. And the one and only Tammany Dove. And so yesterday, I noticed, when I had time, I got into the music submission email, and there was an email from Tam with a new song saying, I'll give it to you guys exclusively so you can play it before I release it anyplace else. And I get all excited, and Rick did his interview show last night. And so I'm saying my prayers, hoping that maybe he didn't see the email. But then he mentions the email, and I'm like, oh, crap, he's going to get be the one to do it. And but he goes on to say, I'll throw this one to Coz. I'll do a solid for my brother. And, brother, I appreciate it. I so appreciate it. I love doing this stuff. So, and this is a cool song, and I'm gonna preface this a little bit more than I probably would normally. I've been listening to Music Mafia radio for over a year now, and the voice that you're about to hear is one of the voices that has been consistently on this station pretty much since the beginning. Actually, from the beginning, I believe. One of the most stylistically agnostic people, how's that for a phrase, that you could ever meet. There is not a style of music that frightens her. When she puts her mind to it, she can do it. And we've heard I've heard great music. But Tam, you're going to have to help me on this. A few months, actually more than a few months back, Tammany released Sweet Stormy Soul. And I have to admit, of all the Tammany Dove songs, it's still my favorite. And one of the things that I love about it is the guitar work on the song. And back then, it was early on, and she said, "Yeah, that's my son, Matt." And it's cool. I mean, to be able to do the family thing, and we've got bands. We've got a number of bands here that do the family thing. But I thought that was really cool, but I told her, he's solid. He's got great chops. And then a couple of months after that, we start hearing some of his solo stuff. And of course, the son I'm talking about is Matt Mercer. And I fell in love with his sound right from the very, very beginning. But the two of them together is something really, really special. So it pleases me, it honors me, it humbles me to be able to give to you for the first time anywhere, Matt and Tammany, or Tammany and Matt, whichever way you want to look at it, with a new song. The new song is called Venom.
Got a brand new skin, can't seem to fit the one you're in. Knowing where you've been, warm-blooded reptile, friend or foe, somehow you know how to reach the goal. Just devour them whole. Lesson one, never show fear. This love is venom. Suck it in, spit it out, strike quick. This love is venom. Sharp tongue with a sting, like a razor blade edge, it cuts both